We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
Weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
You'd like them pea nuggets.
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget.
Yeah.
I like prawns, but I heard you cook them.
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You still haven't gone full Lidl. Go on, make big savings like this lot.
Pea nuggets.
Excuse me?
You'd like them pea nuggets.
Once again?
Pea nuggets. They're vegan.
Nugget.
Yeah.
I like prawns, but I heard you cook them.
Oh, there's loads of ways.
Can I microwave them?
No.
Join in and go full Lidl this year.
Did you get milk?
Shop without compromise and pay less.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no
Very
tomorrow.
welcome along here to O'Donnell Park in Letterkenny, the home of St Eunan's, for this afternoon's Little Ladies National Football League Division 1 clash between Donegal and the visitors Waterford. A huge game for the home side, Maxi Corn side, rooted to the bottom of Division 1 as we enter round 4 after 3 straight defeats, while Waterford sit on 4 points with victory over Mayo the last day, along with a draw in round 2 against Cork. Their only defeat, narrow defeat at the hands of table toppers Kerry. So this is a big game for Donegal, as well as yesterday's result not going their way, with Mayo picking up their first point with victory over Meath. So Maxi Corn side now rooted on their own at the bottom, but they will look at this game as one that they will target to get their first points on the board. But as I said, Waterford come here flying high at the moment on the back of that draw against Cork and the victory the last day against Mayo, and the narrow defeat where they could have got something against Kerry. So they will be looking to follow on. But this is officially their first away game, although they did play 2 of their home matches in Kilkenny, but this is their first one on the road really for them, the long journey up from Naddisha here to Letterkenny. What is a breezy St O'Donnell Park this afternoon for this one. The wind, kind of looking at the flags, is blowing more across field, so it mightn't be favouring either of them. Joining me on commentary, I'm delighted, is the legend and former Donegal county star and current Termon star, Roisin Frail. Roisin, you're very welcome along. I'll get a word with you in a moment, but I'm going to run through the Donegal side first, because they've made one change from the side that was announced during the week, and it is a big blow for the Termon girl, Evelyn McGinley, who is out of the starting side. She has been replaced by Kiva Keown, wearing number 25, coming in there, but we do expect the team captain Eamar Gallagher to move in from number 4 into the full back position, and see Kiva probably moving out into the corner. So the Donegal side, as you will see, is Aoife McColgan in goals. The full back line now is Niamh Carr, Kiva Keown and Eamar Gallagher, the captain for this afternoon. Amy Boyle-Carr, Nicole McLaughlin and Tara Hegarty making up the half back line. The midfield pairing then is Shelley Tuig and Leisha Ryan. Half forward line, Saskia Boyle, Katie Long and Katie Dowds, and the full forward line of Jodie McFadden, Suzanne White, who has hit 116 in the league so far, and Ciara McGarvey. Waterford lining out as selected from the side that was listed during the week, or on Friday afternoon, is Evelyn O'Brien in between the posts. Full back line of Cora Murray, Megan Dunford and Aoife Murray. The half back line then is Eve Power, Emma Murray and Hannah Power. Midfield pairing is Kellyanne Horgan, 13 points to her name in the campaign so far, and she is partnered by Eva Wearing. The half forward line then is Anya O'Neill, Annie Fitzgerald and Clara McCarthy. In the full forward line, Karen McGrath, the team captain, Breach McMaw, whose father hails from the county of Tyrone, in at number 14, and then sharpshooter Lauren McGregor with 4-3, the Dungarvan girl so far in the National Football League, makes up the starting 15 that Pat Sullivan has put out to face Maxi Corn's side. So, Roisin, it's a huge game for Donegal, rooted to the bottom, 3 defeats, but there's positives in those 3 defeats, in particular the last day against Kerry, the table toppers that ran so close. So this is probably a game where they're looking to maybe get the first points on the board.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, as you say, we're rooted to the bottom of the table, but it's not beyond them to get points today and actually open up the relegation battle or the actual league table, to be honest with you. Yeah, some really good green shoots, as you say, a lot of new young faces in there. Some that tell me I played against them and I can't even pick them out, which isn't great in my old age. But anyway, but there are some fantastic players coming through there. I mean, we were chatting earlier, and as I said to you, Katie Long there and Katie Dowds and the half forward line, certainly 2 new young players that have stood out so far across this campaign, and certainly Susie White, who we got to see a bit of in the championship last year. She's really stepped up and led from the front in the absence of the other 4 big superstars, you could say. So yeah, look, we're going the right direction. A win today would certainly take the pressure off, I think, in terms of, well, one more win than that and we should be safe. But
it's interesting looking at both sides. Donegal have conceded 328, Waterford have conceded 331, but it's at the other end has been the big difference. Waterford 526 so far in their 3 games, Donegal 122, 116 of that has come from Suzanne White. But we did speak off air beforehand, when you take out the likes of Geraldine McLaughlin, Yvonne McMonigal and of course Karen Guthrie. Like, they're three key forwards, so you're always going to struggle this year for scores.
Certainly, yeah, and as we were saying, like even having one of those people on the pitch causes space and problems for a defence to have to watch them. So to have all three out, and Niamh Hegarty and Niamh McLaughlin, it's certainly a very different forward line, and it's, as I said, it's young people finding their feet. It is very hard to do, especially at the highest level. What did you say? If Waterford's conceding plenty, maybe we'll see an open game today. But as we know, both teams are ladies teams in general tend towards more defensive football and setup. So it's not uncommon to see the defences doing well as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to pause now for our national anthem, Aran na Bhíon. Referee this afternoon from Sligo is Gus Chapman, and Roisin Waterford probably coming here looking to build on the victory against Mayo. They've been the surprise package because people were looking at Waterford and saying they avoided relegation last year in the playoff against Westmeath, that they'll be favourites to go down this year, but they've proved people wrong.
Oh, certainly, and I mean, anybody that knows Waterford or has played against them like I have, they're certainly a very high powered running team. Like, they can take, at any stage they can just produce this really high paced football, and I suppose in a way it suits. On this big pitch in Unions today is bigger than most. It'll actually create a bit of space for them. We'll probably will see an open, or I hope we see an open game. But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Waterford's building. They've been moving in the right direction this past couple of years. As I say, they're kind of a bit of an unknown because of the way their clubs are, and the very McCarvey being the dominant force there. But just they've produced excellent footballers. I mean, when you look through the teams, and they're starting to get the right sort of shape and, I suppose, background teams and stuff in place, and it's producing a good team, and we'll see probably good football here from them today, and they rightly are where they are at the moment.
They are indeed. Well, being a Monaghan man myself, I have seen Waterford over the years, back in the 90s when we were coming head to head against them on the All-Ireland series, and indeed during this week on TG Cahir, one of those big names, Anya Wall, will be the programme, and Lachlan Gale will be about Anya Wall, and one not to be missed because she is definitely a Waterford name that we all remember and had witnessed over the years. But this is a new breed of Waterford stars coming through, and they're building up very nicely indeed, and they will come here high in confidence that they can overturn Donegal and build, not be looking over their shoulders at relegation, but more looking that they can progress in the National Football League. As we look out, Donegal will be defending the scoreboard end, for any of us that know, O'Donnell Park here in Letterkenny. Absolutely fantastic facilities, it must be said. The St Eunan's Club deserve all the credit, and you have spotted a number of, there's 5 actually in the half back line for Waterford, Roisin, for that throw in, which is something we don't see too often.
No, sorry, half forward line. Yeah, one inside, and it's coming off for them there now because they've kept possession. It's an interesting thing to see, but it just goes to show the level of tactics that are involved now in terms of ladies football. It has progressed massively. You wouldn't have seen those kind of tricks in Anya Wall's time, maybe. No,
definitely. It would have been 15 in their positions, but it has changed so much, and Waterford have the chance here. But there is a very stiff breeze blowing across the field, so it will be a difficult one here for Kellyanne Hogan, who has had 13 points in the league so far, and she has been very good from frees. But this will be a tester in these breezy conditions here in O'Donnell Park, but a chance for Waterford, the visitors, to open the scoring as Hogan comes forward, and she makes no mistake at all with the opening score, and a nice one to get her underway. But she has been very good so far in the campaign, Roisin.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, as you said, and particularly when you're playing from midfield, but when you have a confident free taker like that can guarantee you points, it's always a good thing to have because it keeps you in the game, even if you're only getting points, as Donegal well know, because that's the majority of our scores have come that way,
Yeah, Suzanne White at the other end has been very accurate indeed, and the girl in possession there a moment ago, Aoife McColgan, even went forward against Kerry to tap over a free as well. The goalkeeper for Donegal. So it's Donegal in possession now over on the far side as they try to build their way forward with Amy Boyle-Carr was in possession, but now Donegal having to come back over here now to the team captain for this afternoon, Emer Gallagher, one of the more experienced stars of this, over now here to Saskia Boyle, and what a year 2022 was for her club. Dunlow plays it forward here to play it on our home patch here. Leisha Ryan, the St Eunan's girl, lays it off, but it's comfortable play here from Donegal at the moment, confident in possession as they spread the ball across the field to Carr again, and they come forward looking to try and prize an opening here. Katie Dowds, as Donegal, as I said, confident. The referee playing the advantage as they still try to come forward, but it is a free. But that's good play from Donegal, confident in possession, Roisin.
Yeah, certainly maintaining possession. I see a few positional changes there even on the field there now. Saskia Boyle has actually gone back into the cornerback position, and Eve Carr's taking up half forward position here, so we're not going by team sheets here today, but certainly good play there. It's good to see the girls quite confident maintaining possession, and Ciara McGarvey obviously winning a free by taking the player directly on, which is what we want to see today. And
a chance for White to come forward here with the free, and it's dropped short under it, but it might be a chance here of a goal, but it's quickly crowded out, but it's flicked in there, and it's flicked over the bar. The goalkeeper getting enough on it, but that ball could have went anywhere. It was a dangerous dropping free, but it has gone over the bar, and Donegal are off the mark, and I think it could well have been Katie Long, was it?
Yeah, it certainly was, yeah. Good thinking by Jodie there. Just shows you the need for full forwards to be switched on when that ball broke. She was first to it, and making the right decision and laying it off to Katie Long to just fist it over the bar, or palm it over the bar.
Yeah, it could have been palmed into the net, but in fairness it was flicked on and over the bar it went, and the referee's whistle has sounded for a free to Nadesha, and a chance for Emma Murray, one of four sisters on the Waterford panel. Her two sisters in cornerback, Cora and Aoife, wearing number 2 and number 4, also playing, while on the bench we've got Katie, her other sister, as that one dropped short into the waiting arms of Aoife McColgan, who plays a good ball out to the far side, just over the head of the intended target, but thankfully for her, she had another player there. And now coming forward here is the midfielder Shelley Tuig. Tuig coming forward here, driving forward for Donegal, plays the low ball into the corner, looking for Ciara McGarvey. McGarvey tries to cut inside the challenge there, but it's just knocked away from her, but she'd time to pick it up and give it back to Tuig. Tuig in possession, just inside the 45-metre line. McGarvey looking to get the hands on the ball, and now running at the Waterford defence, skips between two players and just managed to toe poke it forward, but unfortunately for her it could only go as far as Anya O'Neill. You know quite a bit about Ciara McGarvey, a teammate of yourself, Roisin.
Certainly, yeah. She
seems to like to run at the players anyway, anytime she's got at them.
Yeah, certainly. She's taken her opportunity when she's gotten it now. Having been called up into the panel this year, she was excellent for Termon last year throughout the league, but a player that has all the skill and the ability to take people on, as we've seen there, and win those type of frees. Now, maybe overplaying it a bit there, but I mean, youth has no fear, thankfully, so she'll hopefully go again and go higher for us.
But here's Waterford passing the ball through the hands. As we said, they're a youthful side. They like to run with possession, and in possession at the moment is Annie Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald skips past the challenge, gets it back out here, and that's a dangerous one dropping in, and the goalkeeper under a lot of pressure there, but McColgan done very well indeed in there. Hannah Power was putting the pressure on her, but in fairness to the goalkeeper, the Malin girl, she done very well indeed, and the referee has awarded a free out here, I think, to the goalkeeper, but that was under pressure. McColgan done very well.
Brilliant. Aoife's been, I suppose, in the senior panel for a long number of years now, and she's plenty of experience in dealing with those pressure situations, and she is excellent, to be fair to her, excellent shot stopper, one of the best obviously in the county when she's playing for us as well.
Exactly. 5 minutes on the clock, a point apiece here in this big game for both sides, because victory for Waterford would almost see them safely staying in Division 1, while defeat for Donegal will put them on the verge of dropping into Division 2, somewhere where Maxie Corn will not be wanting to go. They'll be looking to stay in the top flight, but there's still a lot of football to be played in this National Football League, and the referee's whistle has sounded. He was playing the advantage, and he says that there's no advantage there.
Good, he knew there was none. I know. I think it was just a wee pull on Katie Dowd. She went to hand-pass that ball across to Amy Boyle-Carr, but good movement from Katie Dowd, running at people again, winning those frees. It's certainly been an advantage to Donegal all through the league so far. It's given us our prime opportunity for scoring, particularly when we have Susie White on the field.
Yeah, a chance for White. The last one resulted in a point after the goalkeeper could only palm a very dangerous one, dropping under the crossbar out. And Donegal were there, but she hasn't connected as well with this one, and the goalkeeper is there to pick up that loose ball. She didn't get the right connection, did White. She'll be disappointed with that one, but Donegal are in there to try and break up that one, and Waterford have been crowded out there. The referee says that's fair challenging, fair tackling from Donegal, who are in fairness putting Waterford under pressure and putting the high press on there, but the referee says the second time it is going to be a free out. But you like to see that from forwards, Roisin. You know yourself, you're a forward, it's up to you.
I mightn't have done as much work when I was in forward. No, certainly. I mean, it's something there. Funny when it's Kira and Jodie, I see involved. It's something we even practice at club level. And
that's taken too short. Sorry for cutting across you, because Donegal have taken the free quickly, and it might be an opportunity here for the home side to hit the front, but that's a disappointing effort coming in. Sorry, Roisin.
You're fine.
It was taken too short, the free. Suzanne White was quick to alert with a quick free, but unfortunately the finish didn't result in a point for Amy Boyle-Carr. Missed opportunity. Donegal have missed a couple, but the kick out going through the centre, but Donegal again, but the breaking ball. Waterford have done that a few times. They've picked up that loose ball, and in possession now is Hannah Power. Her other sister, which was in possession there, was Eve Power. So plenty of sisters involved in this Waterford side. I suppose we remember that from back in the 90s too. There was a number of them involved, and that's good tackling again from Donegal. But Waterford, in fairness, it looked like she was on the ground. The referee's whistle has sounded, and he has given the free out. Yeah. Wasn't sure there, because the Waterford girl was lying on the ground when she took the ball into her possession, so I was thinking it was going to be a free out to Donegal, and they have the free, and Shelley Tuig in possession flicks it forward. Donegal confident again at coming and in possession as a drive forward here on the far side, and there might be a chance here now through the centre here for Katie Dowds. Dowds looking to get support and almost overcarried there, but lays it off there to Ryan further over to McGarvey, back out here again to Nicole McLaughlin, her first start of 2023. McLaughlin was caught late there. The referee plays the advantage, but he will go back for the free if nothing occurs. But there might be a chance here now for the corner forward, Jodie McFadden. McFadden back out here. The advantage is now over, so Donegal will have to try and create something, and they might create something here for McGarvey had she taken it first time, but she just juggled with it. Back out to McFadden again. Good block down from Waterford, out for a 45, but that's good defending from Waterford.
Excellent defending. I mean, we can see Waterford falling back into that defensive setup every time Donegal go on attack. Donegal, to be fair, when they're breaking quickly, they're getting in behind them, but it's that really the honeypot, as we say, in round the day, and that they're getting closed up, and those chances are, if Donegal could maybe, as you say, Kira McGarvey there, where it just didn't falter right away, if we can get those off, we should be able to get on the scoreboard. But a brilliant block and brilliant defending from Waterford.
Yeah, Waterford getting the bodies back in there into defence and closing off that scoring area, as Roisin said, and a chance here for the 45. Amy Boyle-Carr takes it short in there, picked up by the corner back up there, which was Niamh Carr. As we say, numbers mean nothing in today's game. And it's Ryan again. He's a Ryan quick offload and a good run coming from Nicole McLaughlin over the top here now to Carr, but Carr just couldn't take it, and Waterford clear up that loose ball again. And this is where Waterford are dangerous. They can break very quickly. Breeds McMaw in possession at the moment. She's got a body outside her which she uses, and that's the midfielder, which is Eva Waring. Back again now to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is challenged, and illegally so, says the referee, on the 45 metre line. But that's where Waterford will be dangerous. They get the bodies back, but they can break very quickly, Roisin.
They certainly can. I mean, we've seen them a few times, as you say. Emma Murray, I have nightmares of running past me several times. I mean, they're excellent at running the ball. They're high paced. They're very extremely fit. We can see on the side there, it was quite interesting. Donegal was happy to leave it one-on-one inside. If that ball went in a bit longer earlier, maybe it might have been a bit more on for Waterford, but we'll take the free, I suppose. Yeah,
and Waterford have taken that one short. They're trying to create something here, coming through the centre, back out here now, and a spread over to the far side, but the referee's whistle has sounded again. Didn't see anything, so I'm not sure what he spotted there, but he has given a free in. So a free in to Waterford, and Kelly Ann Hogan with the opportunity. She opened the scoring for Waterford. As I said, there is that stiff breeze not really favouring anyone. It's more blowing across the field from ourselves here, looking at the flags. So Hogan, she's looking to take it short, as she said, Roisin, but I don't think she meant that, but it has worked out for her. And a chance here maybe to create something. Coming from deep there is the centre half back, Emma Murray, who Roisin mentioned, and the referee plays the advantage, but there might be a goal on here, and there is a goal for Waterford, and it has come from Annie Fitzgerald, the centre half forward, that has cut open the Donegal defence, and Donegal find themselves a goal down. Annie Fitzgerald with the goal for Waterford, and a good finish from Fitzgerald.
Certainly a good finish, and Emma Murray's running, just showing the danger there of Waterford. When they get that speed up, it's very hard regardless of all the defensive setup, because if you give away a free, rightly I would have been happy to give away the free there, but it's compounded here now by losing her goal kick.
The kick out going straight to Waterford, and they come forward again. This running game from Waterford as she nips in, but the finish wasn't there from Anya O'Neill. She'd done all the hard work but just couldn't get the finish, and Waterford keeping the pressure on now, buoyed on from that goal. So it's Donegal. I'm just looking at Donegal, both cornerbacks going right to the sidelines, Roisin.
Yeah,
so trying to keep the field as wide as possible.
Certainly, and you see Waterford's not buying into it now, but I don't know if Aoife McColgan, and she does certainly have a good kick in her locker, she could pull it off here to come wide to this near side near us in the stand.
And
here.
The referee's going to throw this one up.
Free in.
Aoife,
and ladies, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, free in. Aoife taking too long with the kick out, so it's going to be a free in and a chance for Hogan to extend the Waterford advantage here. And the referee laying down the law pretty early.
Certainly,
because when you call it once, the pressure's on that you're going to call it all the time.
Yeah, certainly. And I suppose it's a wee bit of the inexperience here from Donegal with this useful side, giving away a goal, and now that's a point we've given away, and another chance from the goal kick. If we could just settle down and get the ball to hand now from this kick out, it'll hopefully allow us to get back out the field and put the pressure back on Waterford.
So Hogan's 15th point of the National League so far, to extend the Waterford advantage out, and the wind seems to take that one away, and it's broken there to Saskia Boyle. Boyle couldn't take it first time, put under pressure there is Boyle, and the referee says that she was fouled. Good play from Saskia, and the referee just telling, no, he says that it's a free the other way, that he got it wrong. I thought Saskia was fouled.
I don't know, it's hard to know. Gus is closer than us, I suppose, is all I'll say there, but both seem to be pulling each other. I wouldn't, you could let them batter away, but there we are, back to this non-contact issue in Gaelic football.
Well, he decided it was one way, as you said, Roisin. It could have been give a free either way, but he's decided it was in favour of Waterford. And here's Hogan yet again in possession, 2 points to her name already. Offloads it to the corner, forward coming in, tried to bounce it, left the ball behind her, but they're quickest to react when they do that. They seem to be winning those 50-50 balls more easily, do Waterford at the present moment, as they come forward with the goal scorer now. Seem to take a few too many steps, and Gus Chapman right on the spot says to Annie Fitzgerald, that's over carrying, and it's a free out, and Aoife McColgan won't waste any time with this free. I'm sure she'll try to move it a little bit quicker, and possibly the opportunity was to move it quicker there, and she's delayed it now, and Waterford have all the opportunities closed off, and this is going to be possession giveaway by Donegal yet again, as Waterford seem to just put on that press, and coming forward yet again is Breeds McMaw, offloads it there to Waterford. They always seem to have that body coming, but the referee says that there was a little tug. But we talk about the running game, they seem to have a player coming off the shoulder all the time, Roisin.
Certainly, and they have the fitness levels that we've seen so far in this first half to do that. Like, they're running off the ball at speed, and always the player on the ball always has two options, and it's making it very hard for Donegal, even in that defensive setup, to actually close it out, because they're ending up giving away frees, which of course Kellyanne's kicking over the bar for fun at the moment.
She is, but she hasn't done that this time, but it's come back off the crossbar, but there might be a goal chance, and it is a goal for Waterford. A miss-hit from Kellyanne Hogan, but it has turned out to be a goal for Waterford, and I think it's the number 5, Eve Power. It's either 5 or 15, I'm not sure which number. It's number 15. It was the corner forward that was quickest in there, and it is that goal machine, Lauren McGregor, whose 5th goal of the National League. She scored a goal in every game so far into the 4th round of the National League, and Lauren McGregor has scored a goal in each of those games so far, and showing what a goal machine she is, and that's why She's a corner forward. You have to be a corner forward. You know yourself, Roisin. You have to be alert to everything, even if you're not expecting it.
Certainly, yeah, as we were saying about Jodie creating the chance down here for Donegal, it's the exact same thing here. If there's one thing young people can do, it is remember to be alert for the breaking ball. A lovely point here from Waterford again.
Yeah, another score for Waterford. They're really piling on the pressure. And it's Breege McMaw, the full forward, with that score to extend the lead. And now that is 2 goals and 3 points to a point, so that's 2-2 without reply from Waterford between the 12th and 16th minute. So in a 4-minute spell, they're beginning to take control of this game, Roisin. They've really put on a press, and Donegal are struggling to get the ball out of their own half.
Donegal are struggling to get forward. We've given away the ball in the middle of the field a couple of times when we have got possession. Hopefully now, as I see, experienced players stepping up now, Nicole and Emer Gallagher, to try and get the ball up the field and drive us on a bit more.
Here's Leisha Ryan coming forward now. The St Eunan's gear offloads it to Niamh Carr, but Carr has decided to go back out the field. And now fists it forward. And lost possession very cheaply to Jodie McFadden. The Terman gear has give possession away and has give the free away.
Just bouncing the ball on that poor surface there. I mean, should not try it again. No Jodie that. It's
the ball just did not come back up off the turf for her, and Waterford were in like a shot to pick it up. And here comes Aoife Murray driving forward. It's not the first time we've seen her driving forward here, and here she goes again. We talked about Emma, her sister, driving forward. Well, Aoife's doing the exact same here, and she's still going. She's now found herself on the 21 metre line, but she's went too far on this occasion, and now she feels the effects of that long run from defence. But you talked about Emma making those driving runs. Her sister Aoife can do the exact same.
And certainly, and I know Kitty's on the bench today, but as I say, I've seen her produce some of those outstanding runs as well. They're obviously they're well capable of it, and it's excellent play from Waterford. We like straight in for the turnover and driving up the field. Now I know Aoife didn't have anybody else helping her there, and I would say it was just because of the long bus and run that it was, but it's certainly it's putting Donegal under pressure, and it's showing that Waterford are willing to drive on here, and it's no surprise that they've had decent results, as you could say, but nearly good results in a way throughout the league so far.
Yeah, because you look at the Kerry game, they were very unlucky. It was a late surge from Kerry to win that one, and then against Cork it took an equalising free from Cork deep into additional time to deny them victory in that day. That was a point though on the board, and then they followed up with a good win over Mayo. So Waterford will probably be looking at it and saying we could be sitting top of the table with 3 wins, but they have a win and a draw, and they're well on the way to a second win here, and this would all but certainly make sure they're staying safely in Division 1. But not only that, but they'll be pushing to continue their National Football League into the final stage as well, the way they're going at the moment, and they're building in confidence, while Donegal would be staring a 4th defeat in a row at the moment, unless they can produce something at the moment, and scores have been a struggle for them so far in the campaign. And Waterford look like they're not in a mood. We said they conceded 338 so far, or 331 so far in the championship, but they look to be pretty well set up defensively. But Donegal trying to find their way through. The referee plays the advantage, and Donegal no advantage of course, so Suzanne White will be happy to take this free and just get a score on the board.
Certainly, and settle us down a wee bit. I think it's interesting to see there at one point actually every Waterford player was within their own half to a degree. Now they've gone back and they're actually still at 1 up, so Donegal's playing a bit of a dangerous game here. There's 3-on-2 in the back line at the moment, but again no more than Waterford with a running game. Sorry, Susie White's tapped that over the bar, but Nicole McLaughlin's running. When she runs directly at the defence, that's where we're winning those frees as well, and if we can get a bit more of that up, hopefully we can get back into this game.
White's first of the afternoon brings her own personal tally to 117 in the National League. As a kick out over to the far side is picked up over there by Katie Dowds. Dowds under pressure, the referee plays the advantage, but Dowd breaks away from the challenge, needs a runner. That comes from Amy Boyle-Carr. They need another runner, and it's coming now from Nicole McLaughlin. Straight in now to McFadden. McFadden steadies herself. That's a beautiful score from Jodie McFadden. Probably the score of the game, and it comes from the young Terman star with 2 points in a row now for Donegal, and it's a good response after conceding 2 goals and 2 points without concession. That's a well taken point from McFadden.
Certainly, it's within her locker. She's great ability. Jodie, only a young player, she's only 18, captain of the minor team last year when they won the Division 3 for the club, so she's leading from the front now.
The referee's whistle sounds. He may elect to throw this one up. I don't think anybody had possession when the whistle sounded, although Waterford may feel that they had possession. And a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. And Gus Chapman just telling Karen to go make her way off the park. And he's going over here now to talk to Maxie as well. And just a stern warning for Karen, I think, Karen was getting involved in something she probably shouldn't have.
Certainly not. To be fair to Karen, it's probably over passionate in terms of like she displays all the time in the field. Yeah, she'd love to be out there, exactly. But yeah, no, I think they'll settle down things here now. Just
in fairness to Gus Chapman, just everything settled down pretty quickly. Yeah. But more concern for Donegal is
Niamh Carr.
Niamh Carr's down here, receiving treatment at the moment. And I did see her, she was stretching a little while ago off the ball, so maybe she had felt something a little bit earlier on. But hopefully it's just a knock.
Hopefully so. She's played well so far. I mean, she's in the half-forward position, as we said. Saskia Boyd's gone back into corner back, and she's got on a lot of possession out in that wing. And Niamh Carr's great running ability. If she can get on the ball a bit more and actually take players on, we'll be sailing.
So Gus Chapman electing to throw this one up. Just stopping to make sure that Niamh Carr was okay, and nobody had possession at the time, so he's just going to throw it up and making sure the rest of the players is at least 5 yards away. It's hard to get them than 13 away from them, but if he gets them away at all, and this is good tackling from Carr now, and the Waterford girl is over carried. And the referee may elect to throw this one up for a little off the ball incident after the free. The linesperson is in as well. Not sure.
Didn't see much in it, to be fair.
No, I think it was kind of maybe just stopping or taking the quick free, if anything. But he is going to talk to the Waterford girl here, and it may be something more.
Emma Murray too, which would be a huge loss if he goes to the book here.
No, it's just a warning.
Just attacked correctly, so I think if things settle down now, it'll be.
But he has elected not to move the ball forward. Suzanne White gives it back out here now, and a chance for Emer Gallagher. Quick offload from Gallagher to Amy Boyle. Carr runs into a cul-de-sac though. Ryan's there to help her out. Now it's coming over back to Carr again. Carr's got a little bit of space now, but Carr cuts inside the challenge. That's good from Amy Boyle. Carr, she's still going. It might open up here for her. She goes for it, but it's half blocked down, but it's still not clear. Oh, it's just deflected out. Is it out for a 45? Good defending again.
Excellent from Waterford, last ditch, putting the body on the line there.
I'm not just sure who at the final touch.
I think it was Niamh Carr, actually, to be fair. And Niamh Carr initially won the free here when she put the pressure on Emma Murray. I'm nearly sure, is it Niamh Carr?
Just waiting for the turn round. I think you're 100% certain. Right, you are indeed, Roisin. It was Niamh Carr, but Waterford, just as you said, put the body on the line to make sure it wasn't hitting the back of the net. So it's out for a 45. And Amy Boyle Carr, who created that opportunity with the strong run, is going to take this 45 now for the Tyrconnell girls. As we look at the watch with 24 minutes gone in this opening half, and that's a good 45 as well. Caught in there, chance for Suzanne White. Good save from the goalkeeper though. Ball comes back out and the defence is there to clear it up. But good goalkeeping from Evelyn O'Brien, who has made her number one spot for Waterford this year so far in the National League. Has got in there, and you can see why. She stood firm there, but Suzanne White will probably be disappointed. She hit it straight at the goalkeeper.
To a degree, yeah, certainly, if she had kept that down a wee bit and into the bottom corner. But look, I mean, rushing blood to the head. I done it myself one time, hit the corner flag in this park, so I'll not say too much.
But that's been the difference. Waterford have took their 2 goal chances. Donegal have had a couple. They've taken none of them at the moment. Here's Kellyanne Hogan, lays it off again, and Waterford come forward as they try to create the chance, but one pass too many. And Saskia Boyle, and it wasn't Saskia Boyle on this occasion.
Ryan, was it? Or no, sorry, it's Kiva Keown.
That's Niamh Carr's put under pressure again. And now it's with Keown, who intercepted that pass from Waterford to win it back for Donegal. Lays it off now, and Donegal try to work their way out. Nicole McLaughlin cuts past the challenge of the first goal scorer, Annie McLaughlin, who pulls her back. And the referee just going to have a word here with Annie and just telling her maybe a ticking on this occasion, and just making sure that she knows she's on a tick and edging towards that dreaded yellow card, Roisin.
Oh, certainly, no, that's to be fair, it's created a good cleaner game, I suppose, in ladies football since it's come in, which is...
You wouldn't know much about the yellow card?
No, never.
Niamh Carr in possession, lays it inside. Donegal, in fairness to them, have responded well from conceding 2-2 in a 4-minute spell that has swung this game towards Waterford, but they've responded. They've had a couple of goal chances, unfortunately for them they didn't take any. Jodie McFadden running at them, and Ciara McGarvey comes over to meet her, and McGarvey in possession now. McGarvey trying to take on her player, that way is blocked. Waterford not letting Donegal run at them, and they have to come back again, back out here to Niamh Carr, but she needs a runner off the shoulder at the moment. There's none of them present, and that ball could be intercepted, but in fairness to Donegal, it was well read there by Leisha Ryan. She was quick off the mark, but Waterford very well lined out in defence, and they're not creating much here, Donegal, at the moment. They just need a runner, and at the moment they're being pushed back into their own half as they spread the ball. That could be intercepted now as it was half blocked down. Now the danger is on here, but Emer Gallagher, and Emer could be in trouble here for that one, because that to me would be a professional foul, because she knew the danger was on. That's experience.
That's certainly experience there from Emer Gallagher. Funny how she always gets away with them ones, even in training, but certainly not right thing done there by Emer Gallagher, because it was 2-on-1 inside, and brilliant turnover from Waterford. I mean, excellent pressure there from Karen McGrath. It just shows the desire to win that ball back, to go out and close down, but disappointing that Tara Hegarty didn't have extra options there off her shoulder.
She was under severe pressure, and that ball across the field is always a danger, and there's a foul now on that roving Emma Murray, yet again making those runs, and she wins a free in, and a chance here for Kellyanne Hogan to pop over her third converted free of this afternoon. As we look at the watch with 3 minutes of normal time remaining, the scoreboard reading Waterford 2-3, Donegal 3 points, but Hogan has a chance to move the Daisha girls 7 points clear, as this one drops short, and it's in there, and it's in the back of the net, but the referee says that in the square was Karen McGrath, so it's a free out, a let off for Donegal, but Waterford are so alert to those balls dropping short.
Certainly, I mean, I know Shelley Toig's going in there and standing on the line a long way from Colgan, but somebody needs to take responsibility when those balls are coming in. We can see them dropping short, and Waterford have taken control of that down the other side when they got the one scare, so Donegal need to buck up with their ideas in there.
Aoife McColgan just had a backtrack there to get that one, but Waterford putting Donegal under pressure, but they've got their way out of it here as they drive forward from defence, and they're still coming as Kiva Keown, that's a good run from Keown to Tuig. Further on up to Carr, quick offload from Carr. Chance here now for Katie Dowds. Dowds cuts inside the challenge, needs to get support though, and that's where Donegal are lacking, while Waterford always seem to have that player coming from deep. But Donegal, when they needed someone coming off the shoulder there was nobody, and now that gives Waterford the opportunity to get that excellent defensive shape back in again. And Donegal have to create something. Nicole McLaughlin, quick offload out now to Amy Boyle Carr. Chance here for Carr, coming forward. Carr's going to take a point, and she does exactly that. That's a good score, but in the build-up, Roisin, I mentioned it, that player coming off the shoulder, that's a big difference. Waterford always seem to have that player coming off the shoulder.
Certainly, I mean, a great run there by Kiva Keown and Katie Dowds when she cut inside. I mean, Amy Boyle Carr's got loads of chances when she is able to run off the shoulder of somebody else, but it's just that Donegal could just get that right. I think it would certainly create more chances.
That's 3 points in a row now for Donegal. They're edging back into this contest, and they've won possession again. They're coming forward with half time approaching. We're inside the final minute of normal time, and a chance here for Keown, but Keown solo let her down, and it gives Waterford the chance to get in there, and the Waterford girl has touched it on the ground, which was Breach McMaw. I had said earlier on, her father hails from the county of Tyrone, so she has Ulster blood in her. From just down the road in Tyrone, and here comes Nicole McLaughlin. Donegal finishing half the stronger, but that worked out for them, and McFadden tries to find a little bit of space. Coming off the shoulder this time is Leisha Ryan. Has that statue of Niamh McLaughlin, has Leisha Ryan.
Certainly.
When you take a quick look, you're thinking of Niamh running through there, but Donegal have give possession away. Annie Fitzgerald in possession now, and Waterford looking maybe to get another score before the break. We're inside the additional time, whatever Gus Chapman's going to add on, and Waterford coming forward yet again with McGregor. McGregor scored a goal already, and the referee says that's charging from McGregor, and that's going to be a free out to Donegal. Both defences have been pretty solid, in fairness to them.
They certainly have been. To be fair to Waterford, they seem to be getting back behind the ball a lot quicker than Donegal now. Whether that's Donegal's own fault from not moving the ball along quicker, but Donegal struggling to get back there. But again, the defenders are good enough on the 1v1 situation to turn the ball over. Charging rule, sure, we could go on with that all day.
We could. There's been plenty of people's opinions towards that. What is a player supposed to do if somebody runs straight at you? But that's the rule as it stands at the moment. And here comes Hegarty for Donegal. Back out to Keown, but Keown has given possession away. Picked up there now by Clara McCaffrey. And the referee's whistle sounds. That is it for the opening half. A half that Waterford, with that 2-2 in a 4-minute spell, had took control between the 12th and 16th minute. The opening goal from Annie Fitzgerald, followed then by who else but Lauren McGregor with her 5th goal of the National League so far. There's advantage to the Daisha, 2-3 to 4 points, but Maxie Curran will look at it. Apart from that 4-minute spell where Waterford really put them under pressure, they were struggling to get it out, he'll be happy they responded. They've hit 3 unanswered points since.
They certainly have, Alan, and they've played well. And I mean, I think it's been, I suppose, the story of Donegal's league so far. We've had those goal chances and those chances to take control of a game or get back into a game, and they just haven't fell to us. Now again, as we say, it's, you know, the possibility of the youth and the experience that's there, that them things aren't going your way. But it's I don't know, hopefully in the second half we can pick up, because we certainly are more than able to take on this Waterford team. We've seen it. Katie Dowd has produced herself the ball all the time, as is Amy Boyle-Carr or Nicole McLaughlin when she's going forward. There's chances there if we can just take them.
Well, we've seen Waterford at their dangers too. If they break up a Donegal attack, how quick they can move defence into attack. In particular, a player you've pinpointed on numerous occasions, Emma Murray, making those runs.
Oh, she's excellent. I mean, you would love an Emma Murray in every team. You know, she's just seems to be always, as I say, presenting herself, going forward for the off the shoulder for the player in possession of the ball. Either that or she is carrying the attack forward. She's just an excellent footballer, and it creates havoc in those defences because you have to go towards that player. Do a leave or do a stay, and then somebody else is able to get free and is creating that bit of space as well. And as I say, they seem to be able to get forward that wee bit quicker than Donegal and get in behind our defensive setup, which is creating better chances for them.
Well, we'll have more from Roisin and myself in the second half, but for now we'll take a short break. It's half time here in the Little Ladies National Football League Division 1 from O'Donnell Park, live with thanks to the ladies, and of course all of you are welcome to join us for the second half. Half time, Waterford 2-3, Donegal 4 points.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
You're welcome back to O'Donnell Park here in Letterkenny for the second half of the Little Ladies National Football League Division 1 encounter between Donegal and Waterford, and you'll see Waterford just re-emerging from the dressing room down below us and looking at Waterford coming out. We've seen Donegal come out a wee minute ago and there was no changes to that, and Waterford, just a quick glance over their team, doesn't look to be any changes on the Waterford side either, Roisin. So both teams, both managers happy with what they've saw, and going with the same 15.
Happy to go again. I think both should be happy, to be fair, because it's been a very good game so far. Even chatting to people there at half time, just as I pretty much said to you, if one or two of the chances had fallen Donegal's way, it certainly would be toe to toe, and it has been toe to toe. Waterford just more able to take the chances that have fallen their way so far. Yeah,
those goal chances, Waterford have taken 2 of them. Donegal denied 1 by Evelyn O'Brien, the goalkeeper for Waterford, to deny Suzanne White, and then Niamh Carr had a chance and I wasn't sure who the defender, but they threw their body in front of it, deflected it out for 45. So it has been the goal chances that Waterford have taken, and they've gone again with the 1 inside, Roisin, which you're spotted, and the 5 across the half forward line.
I think it's very interesting, obviously, if you get the ball early to kick it in when it's 1v1, but I wouldn't like to be trying to bet myself against Emer Gallagher in a foot race, to be honest.
No, and Donegal have won the breaking ball from the throw-in, so they'll be looking for a good start to the second half, and they really need to get a result this afternoon, because the odds of them staying in Division 2 or Division 1 at the moment is beginning to go against them. But Waterford have turned that over. They've been excellent in defence, and this is where they can be very dangerous because they have the players to move forward, and the player in particular is Emma Murray, that likes to get forward very, very quickly from the centre half back position. And here they come now, passing the ball through the hands yet again, in now to Lauren McGregor, quick offload and quick hands here from Waterford. A chance now for Clara McCaffrey, no, is blocked out, comes back to McGregor tracked there by Kiva Keown. McGregor running out of space and manages to hold on to it, but comes back out. But Donegal now have got the bodies back out now to Kellyanne Hogan, just outside the D, plays it across, and Waterford trying to prize that opening, but now it's Donegal that have got all but one player back inside their own 45 metre line at the moment. But Waterford in possession, and a chance now for Eva Waring, back out here. Anya O'Neill dashes between the Donegal defence there, back out now to Kellyanne Hogan again, skips past the challenge. Hogan, quick hands from Hogan inside, and the referee says to play on, and Donegal have turned it over, and Kiva Keown has won a free out. I think that was a shoulder, which would be a free, Roisin.
I don't know, I'll say nothing. I think Nicole went for the ball, to be fair. I was more surprised at the free out that he just gave. Turnover here again now from Waterford.
Yeah, there was a tug on the jersey there, and a chance now for McGregor taking on Saskia Boyle. McGregor offloads it back out here, and a chance for Murray, and Murray pops it over. Emma Murray, who has been superb, has opened the scoring for the second half. And Waterford extend the lead out. Their first score since the 16th minute, when they led by 2-3 to a point. Donegal hitting the last 3 points of that opening half, but Waterford opening the scoring of the second half to extend the lead out to a 6-point advantage again. And Donegal being pressed back. Aoife McColgan spreads it over to this side now to Kiva Keown. Kiva lays it off, and I don't think she was expecting it. She had her back to it.
Tara Haggerty there, yeah.
But Haggerty comes forward. Tara still making the run up there. We know about Niamh and Ciara Haggerty. Is Tara related?
Oh yeah, certainly. Younger sister again. Haggerty's, and there's an older sister. Aoife has an All-Ireland or junior medal for Donegal as well. It's in them all. They're excellent footballers, every one of them.
So Kiva Keown spreads it away over to the far side to Saskia Boyle. Boyle gathers possession. Saskia trying to break away from the challenge. She does so and gets it out here now to Katie Long from Glenfin. Of course, Glenfin announced new management this week over their ladies team. So Frank Ward is the man that will take the helm at Glenfin. And I know the girl beside me is under new management in Termon as well. Roisin, we'll get a word with you on the new management there in a second. But here comes Donegal coming forward, back out here now to Haggerty again. Haggerty flicks it inside to Amy Boyle-Carr. An excellent footballer, had a superb year last year in Donegal's run to the league final and the championship semi-final. And at the moment, that feels a long way off for Donegal at the present. But remember the players that are not available to them. at the present moment, but Waterford too are a very new look side this year. They met in the championship last year, Donegal winning that one by 2 points. Here's McFadden coming forward. Jodie McFadden, but she runs into trouble there. And Waterford get the bodies around it and come out with possession yet again. And we've said that on numerous occasions. And who else come out of it than Emma Murray? And now Waterford trying to move it quickly yet again with Hogan. Hogan cuts inside the challenge, flicks it over the head of the advancing Donegal player, and they hold possession and coming forward, and that's a foul right in front of the referee. A free on Anya O'Neill. We mentioned that Glenfinn have new management, and you have new management in Termon this year too, Roisin.
Oh, certainly, we're all changing it up, trying to freshen the championship up again. Kevin McGettigan and Adrian McGettigan there have taken over the realms for Termon, so hoping to build on last year and progress forward again. A lot of new young faces and old heads like myself hanging about, hoping to win something again, I suppose.
And a couple of those young players out in front of us, of course, as well, like the likes of Ciara McGarvey and Jodie McFadden. And one on in possession at the moment, and Donegal working their way out of defence. And both defences, I have to say, I've been impressed with. And a driving run here from Donegal down in front of us, and the challenge coming in there, and it's a pull back on Katie Dowds. And Katie Dowds from the Sean McCool's club is fouled on the 65-metre line.
That was the Termon connection there that caused that run, Our mothers from Termon would have played along with myself, but an excellent footballer. She's been fantastic, a great find so far throughout this league.
Into Ciara McGarvey, quick offload back to Gallagher, back to McGarvey again. This is better from Donegal, but running in, and this is what we talked about before, the charging, and this time it's Nicole McLaughlin that has been punished for the charging, and it's a free out, and this one's going to be moved forward because Ciara McGarvey didn't move away from the free taker. I'll not get your opinion on that one.
No, certainly not. Like across the board, we hear from all types of players, we see it in all matches. Again, how is that not a charge then? It's I don't know. It's
a grey area at the moment in ladies football, and there again you could say there would be challenges coming in, and the referee blows the whistle. Well, Donegal may have been looking there for the advantage because the ball had broke for Hegarty, and Hegarty takes the free over to this side here. Down in front of us is Jodie McFadden put under pressure, flicks it over the top, and a chance here now for the midfielder to drive forward. Shelley Tuig under pressure and goes to ground, and Waterford win a free out, and the referee halts play because Waterford are making a change. Kate McGrath is coming in to the Waterford side, and Kate McGrath comes in, and we'll wait to see who's the player coming off.
Number 9, Kate McGrath, coming off for number 5, Eve Power.
So number 5, apologies, Eve Power is the player that has come off. So Waterford, the first to make a change this afternoon. Kate McGrath, who has played so far in the league, is now in to the Waterford side yet again, and Emma Murray to Hogan. Good ball in, but it's well read by Emer Gallagher. The experience of Gallagher was in the right position at the right time. Saskia Boyle into Keown, now to Nicole McLaughlin, half blocked down though, with the loose ball. Amy Boyle-Carr done enough, and Tara Hegarty is in there like a shot to win it, and takes the free quickly over to the far side to Dowds. Dowds cuts inside the challenge. Dowds running at the Waterford defence, but options are few and far between for Dowds, and she has to go herself, and she's doing exactly that. It seemed to get a little push, the referee playing the advantage, no advantage of course, so it's going to be a free in, but we've seen a lot of Dowds running at them, and it is causing trouble.
Yeah, certainly. As I said, Katie, she's an excellent engine. She's been a great find throughout this league season. She's only 16 years of age, well turning 17 this year, but she's a brilliant player, fantastic, and she's a minor championship ahead of her as well for Donegal, so hopefully we'll see more of her with the seniors as well throughout the summer.
Donegal make a change also. Coach Gillespie is in to the Donegal side, and we wait to see who has come off the team, but Coach is in, and it's Saskia Boyle from Dunlow, from the Rosses, that is coming off us straight into the fray. The referee playing the advantage again, but nothing comes off it, so a chance here for Suzanne White to pop over. An important score for Donegal, and to level up this second half. We've had just the 1 point so far, that coming from Emma Murray for Waterford in the second half, but a chance here for Suzanne White from Killybegs to come forward with this free, and Suzanne pops it over the bar. They're hanging in there.
They certainly are, and after all that tit for tat up and down and the number of turnovers and everything else, it's as we were at half time, you know, it's been an interesting start to the second half.
It's a dangerous kick out and it's intercepted there, and a chance here for Donegal, and it's another free in, and the referee may be having more words than just a free on this occasion, because Donegal were thinking of a goal there. But it's a dangerous kick out there from the goalkeeper Evelyn O'Brien, and Donegal were in like a shot, but the referee just electing to note the number on this occasion again. But it's a chance for White to narrow the deficit to what would be a 4-point game. And this is a big kick for the Killybegs girl. It would be our 3rd point of the day if she can pop this one over, but it doesn't really suit the right-footed kick on this occasion, but she'll try to cut it around. She watches it carefully, but it's out to the wrong side and wide, and you miss your left-footed kicker there, Roisin.
You certainly do. I mean, it's always handy to have Karen Guthrie coming from that side. It's a hard kick, as you say, for a right-footed kicker, so no issue there with Susie having a go anyway, because she's closer than I would get anyway.
I'm not sure if I missed the score, but to me that's the first wide of the game.
Could be.
But here is Fitzgerald coming forward now. Scored a goal in the first half. She might be thinking of another one, and we talked about a foul, and Emer could be in danger here because she had done a foul in the first half. We talked about she might have been lucky to get away with. I'm not sure if she's going to get away with this one. Gus Chapman seems to be happy with it.
Gus and Emer have a good rapport, I would say. No, he doesn't seem to be taking out the book. He rightly could there. I mean, again, same thing, professional foul.
She was thinking of a goal.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Lucky to get away with that one now. I would imagine Kellyanne will tap this over the bar now.
Very accurate free taker is Kellyanne Hogan from the Ballymacarbery club. As I say that, she curls it just inside the post and pops over a point, her 3rd of the game. Kellyanne extends the Waterford lead out to 2-5 to 5 points, and those goals from Annie Fitzgerald in the 12th minute and from Lauren McGregor a couple of minutes later has got Waterford in control here, and you would feel that Donegal are going to have to try and find the net somewhere, but they've only hit 1 goal so far in the league, and that was the last day against Kerry. But they've had chances this afternoon of goals earlier on, as Amy Boyle-Carr, who has been superb as well at driving forward, going up along the far wing. That one's deflected out off the Waterford hand, out over the far sideline. But you would feel they need a goal, Roisin, and at the moment it's difficult to see where maybe that will come from.
Certainly, as I see Shannon McGruddy lining up to come on here, no big surprise. Shannon's a great runner with the ball and possession, and she'll certainly cause problems in there, and if she gets a chance she can tuck them away now, Shannon, to be fair to her. But excellent running again from maybe Boyle-Carr. I mean, we've seen it all day from her, to be fair.
So Jodie McFadden comes off. I think we've seen enough from Jodie to say that she's well fit for this level.
Oh, certainly. I mean, she's been lining up that way, I suppose, since she came through in the minors, but she has a fantastic footballer and a long number of years ahead of her, certainly. She's a younger sister coming behind her who's another terror in there, full forward, so plenty of happy heads in the McFadden house in the future.
Yep, coming through. And all these games will definitely give her experience ahead, but here come Waterford, who are building up ahead of steam in Division 1 at the moment, and it's Emma Murray coming through the centre again. Point already gets the jersey tested and then eventually is stripped, and it's going to be a free in to Waterford.
I think that was Ciara McGarvey this time. I would be surprised if she stays in the field here, because that's the 3rd time now Waterford have gone through and
she got away with it as well.
I don't know.
We definitely could have seen a couple of yellow cards, but we don't want to see yellow cards.
No, certainly not. No, but when they're warranted there, I mean, you'd think the purpose of the yellow card is to prevent that.
That was another what looked at a certain goal scoring chance.
Certainly. No, we shouldn't criticise the referees. I mean, they're only doing a job, but I see Katie Murray lining up to come in and terrorise us. That's looking good for her.
Another of the Murray sisters about to come in for Waterford as Kellyanne pops over another one for Waterford, her 4th of the day. So 2-6 as Katie Murray comes in.
Katie Murray replaces number 12, Cara McCarthy.
So Katie Murray is in for the Waterford side in place of Cara McCarthy.
Evelyn McGinley appears to be on the field for Donegal as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, right, she's just come on there now.
Evelyn McGinley replaces number 9, Leisha Ryan.
So Leisha Ryan comes off. the local girl, the St Eunan's girl.
And she's had an excellent game so far as well, to be fair to her too.
That's a dangerous one from McColgan, but Tara Hegarty, who's been very good in the second half, I have to say, was alert to that one. Now Donegal trying to move it a bit quicker here. Not much that we have seen. And this is good play from Kiva Keown. Now there's a spare girl out here, and she has been spotted. And a chance now for Katie Dowds. And Dowds gathers possession, but is blocked off on the 45-metre line. Needs to get support, does so. Now back to Nicole McLaughlin, but this is where Donegal need to be just moving it fast, and that was not a good ball in. But trying to do her best is Kira. And Kira did well, and Suzanne White was in there to pick it up, and a chance maybe for Donegal to create something yet. As they try their chance, Suzanne White has been pushed back out here to Amy Boyle-Carr. Now a chance for Tuig. Tuig going through is tripped, so that's going to be a free in. Donegal at times we see the quick hands, and then all of a sudden it slows down very quickly again.
Certainly, yeah, when the door gets shut, I mean, the other options to start moving wide again, it just, again, look, you're dealing with young new players that aren't used to a system, and they're trying to learn it, so you'll get those things. Interestingly there, Nicole McLaughlin was looking to go inside, but the option wasn't on, and I mean, that's where you're missing the Cairns, Yvonne's and Geraldines of the world. We would love that wee inside pass to be on a bit more often for Donegal.
And a chance for Suzanne White with this free, and this one drops in back off the crossbar, but who's quickest to react? A chance maybe for McGrody though is blocked off, and it's going to be a free out. The referee is going to stop play because it's a head injury here for the Donegal girl, but it was a dangerous one from White, back off the crossbar. Donegal did get possession of the ball, but they were closed off very, very quickly.
They certainly were. Waterford were alert to that, as we said, from the first half, something that Donegal didn't pick up on right away, but when that ball drops short, you need to be on there first.
The referee has said it's too short again, and Donegal, Suzanne White trying to take it quickly, but the referee says not so inside the 13-metre line. So it is going to be a free in here to Donegal, and a chance for White to pop over a point. It will reduce the deficit, but you would feel with 14 minutes remaining, Roisin, they really need to be raising the green flag soon.
Certainly, any time now would be helpful to close out this game and put a bit more pressure on Waterford. Interesting here, he's making them retake this free, and I don't get this. Susie White's kicked it over the bar, maybe as well take the goal kick when he kick it over
again. Inside
now.
the 13-metre line though.
I know, I went through this all now, looking, we wasted time.
Suzanne, at least you didn't put it wide.
No.
So 16 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Donegal pop over their 6th point of the day, 3 of them coming from Suzanne White, who's now got 119 in the championship.
But it's Donegal here from Donegal
putting on the press, but the ball ricochets off Emma Murray. Donegal, Amy Boyle-Carr takes it quickly inside. The referee moving it forward, to the frustration of the home support, because Donegal moved the free quickly. But it is a chance for Suzanne White to pop over a point. Or will they try and drop it in short? Suzanne's unsure if she wants to go for it. She's going to take it short. It does so. Quick offload. A chance here for Amy Boyle-Carr with the effort. And it's gone over the bar.
Very good point.
Boyle-Carr's 2nd of the day.
She's been excellent throughout this match today. Amy Boyle-Carr, she's leading from the front and certainly taking the attack for Donegal. Every single time she gets the opportunity, she's running at that defence.
I've got to say, she's a player that really caught my eye last year. She was excellent, I thought, for Donegal. And seems to be continuing on this year. Again, the breaking ball this time is picked up by Donegal again, but they give possession away very cheaply after winning it back. And Waterford have possession. Waterford by 5 points here, 2-6 to 7 points. 13 minutes remain, and that's a beautiful pass inside. And Donegal trying to get the bodies back. Waterford moving it quickly, but Donegal now have got the bodies back. Referee playing the advantage because there was a pull on the jersey. And he's going back for the free, and there'll be a chance for Kellyanne. But how quick Waterford can move up the field.
Certainly, it was a pity here that Donegal gave away the ball where they did, and it allowed, and it just shows Waterford. I mean, the pace of their attack, it's outstanding, and it's what causes problems for defences. You don't want to be running back towards your own goal trying to defend. Kellyanne
decided to play it short, play it backwards, and now she's going to run at the Donegal defence, but she's been crowded out by the Donegal jerseys at the moment, and Waterford been pushed back, but they still have possession as they try to create a chance here. And it's out now to Katie Katie Murray in possession. Plays it back, and Donegal can't get their hands on the possession of the ball at the moment. And now it's with Emma Murray. And Waterford very confident in possession as the Murray sisters combine there. And it's with Aoife. Aoife put under pressure though by McGroody. Back to Emma Murray. Emma plays it back out again. Waterford just holding possession because they are in a commanding position at the moment, so they're making Donegal work to try and win possession back. But Waterford are confident, and Kellyanne Hogan has found a little pocket of space and offloads it there to the full forward coming through, which is Breeds McMaw. But Donegal keep putting the press on there. But Waterford have still got possession. Back out to McMaw again as the challenge comes in. Referee says it's a fair one. Back out here to McGrath. McGrath to Murray. Emma Murray it was. Plays it across, but it's kind of behind Hannah Power. So Power's been pushed back out, but Donegal can't get their hands on the ball at the moment. Waterford holding possession here and try and get a shot away at the end, but they could be under pressure and they've overcarried. Maybe took too much out of it, Waterford, because they had a chance to get a shot away, but possibly trying to run down the clock more than have a shot on goal.
Sarah, well, yeah, I suppose you're 5 points up. Like, I mean, of course you can keep possession, but it's just interesting there. I would say it's actually the wind seems to be extremely strong, and from previous experience down and towards that goal, it is very hard to shoot coming back across that wind.
But that ball was well read there by Katie Murray. She plays it inside now to her sister Emma. Emma flicks it across to McMaw. McMaw lays it off now to Hogan. Hogan into the corner looking for the run of McGregor. McGregor, little soccer style to take it away from the defender, and then gathers possession, plays it back out here again to Emma Murray. Always seems to be available. Back in now to McGregor, who made that run. McGregor going through. She's a goal machine, so she probably has goal on her mind, but she's overcarried.
Good defending there from Donegal to get her crowded out when she did make the run. The option was probably on to give it to Emma Murray and take the chance, but yeah, good defending from Donegal there. If we can just keep possession now and actually build forward, it would be extremely helpful in this last 10 minutes.
Yes, they've been defensively pretty strong, Donegal. They've lacked that scoring power, but you have to give credit to the Waterford defence too, who have been very, very solid. Tara Hegarty in danger there, and she could well give possession away here, and she has indeed. And Waterford have it back. Can Waterford make them pay for that? There might be a chance here for Waterford. It comes back out now to McMaw. McMaw under pressure, back further to Kate McGrath. McGrath dances between two Donegal players, back to McMaw again, gets the effort away. Umpire watches and nods to the other, and that's a score given away by Donegal, but punished by Breeds McMaw with the point, but Donegal will be disappointed.
Certainly will be. I mean, was there other options there on, and if there wasn't, where were the other people that should have been running off the shoulder for Tara Hegarty? Disappointing for Donegal, but hopefully we can kick on here. As I say, really would need to be seeing a goal created now. Goal kick given away.
They have Waterford have it back again, and this is Waterford game. Kellyanne Hogan, but she's crowded out there, and Donegal have turned that one over.
Brilliant by Niamh Carr, to be fair there. It was fantastic defending.
But now it's where Donegal need to be moving the ball a little bit quicker, and in like a shot again is the cornerback Aoife Murray. And these Murray sisters have really caught the eye for Waterford. They've been impressive, and it's looking like they're heading for 7 points in the National Football League. This officially is their first away game of the league. Their first 3 games were at home, although they did play 2 of those in Kilkenny. They just had the one in Fairfield and Dungarvan against Mayo, the one they did win. But here is Waterford. The referee plays the advantage, and he's going back for the advantage, is he, or is he going to give the score? No, it didn't go. It went out and wide, so he's going back for the free, and a chance for Kellyanne Hogan, who's got 4 points, all from frees so far. Has a chance to extend the Waterford lead, and it's those goals, those first half goals in that blistering spell that yielded 2-2 in a 4-minute spell for Waterford, from Annie Fitzgerald and from Lauren McGregor, that has Waterford in control here, coming down the home straight with 7 minutes of normal time remaining, and Donegal look like they're heading for a 4th successive defeat at the start of this National League. As the kick comes in, and they've a long journey ahead of them next weekend as well. They're heading to face the rebel county Donegal. As to make a change here, in comes Cody Walsh from Convoy into the Donegal side.
She's replacing Kitty Long there. Kitty Long had a good performance today. I mean, she was showing all the time for the ball and working hard, working back. It's not easy in the early side of the season to be working as hard as they are from the half-forward position and into a new system as well.
Aoife McColgan under pressure here with the kick out. Waterford putting the press on, but that's a good kick out here to Amy Boyle-Carr. Broken down, and there to help her out was Kiva Keown. Kiva Keown has impressed as well, I have to say.
Certainly, an excellent runner.
Yeah, and here's a good run here now from Gillespie. As Suzanne White just lets the ball go past her, but Aoife Murray is there again to pick up that loose ball, and Murray spreads it over to the far side. As the directions were given by her sister Emma to where to give it, so Aoife done exactly what Emma had told her and passed the ball out to the far wing, and Kellyanne Hogan spreads a good pass over here now to Fitzgerald, who waits, gathers possession, toe to hand inside the 45 metre line, as comes across is Shelley Tuig, and Tuig is in there, and the referee says it's a free, and it looked like Tuig had done enough to just knock the ball away, but the referee says it was an illegal foul.
Possibly the hand in the back there as they went to ground now. I don't think there was too much in it, to be fair. Maybe Boyle-Carr came and swooped up the ball, but look, Waterford will take it.
Catherine Hines is into the fray for Waterford, and I'm sure Pat Sullivan and his management team will be pretty happy to have made the long journey up here to Letterkenny and look like they're heading home with 3 precious points, and it takes any doubt or any worry that Waterford may have had of being in a relegation battle firmly away from them. They will be now looking more at been pushing to the top of the table and stay on the toes of Kerry, and that's a beautiful kick in. That's a super score.
Brilliant point.
Super score from Breach McMaw from the free. 8 to 7 points. 4.5 minutes remain. Kiva Keown gathers possession to McLaughlin, Nicole, and that's, well, we've talked about that before.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, you know, like you're looking at that. What is Nicole meant to do? Swing yourself to get out of the way of the player coming towards you to try and make the tackle, who then falls to the ground. It's irritating, it's frustrating to watch, and it doesn't help the game, and it's a real worry as to why the LGFA themselves haven't looked to change that rule, because it's the one thing that's openly criticised quite often.
It was a strange one, that one. I thought she tried to sidestep her, but the referee was much closer to it as they're under pressure, and the referee says that it's going back for a tug on McGinley, so it's going to be a free to Donegal, which is going to be taken by Shannon McGrody. McGrody gives it across, but the referee says that it must retake it again because Waterford are making a change, and Kellyanne Hogan has come off. Another outstanding performance from Kellyanne Hogan.
Certainly, she's been brilliant today. You know, middle of the field, she's a big engine, and she's been massively effective for Waterford going forward and defending, to be fair. You know, she's putting in the hard yards.
That was a good run to make herself available from, I would say, Donegal's best player, Amy Boyle-Carr, this afternoon. She's been excellent and always made herself available as she dances away from one challenge and then gives a good ball across to Emer Gallagher. Gallagher, though, slips, needs to get support, tries to get back on her feet, tries to lay it off, but Waterford have so many bodies around. The referee letting play continue here, and Waterford do exactly that, and Waterford will try and move it quickly here. Lauren McGregor made a good run into the corner, but she wasn't spotted, and they're still going, but it's a strong run from the substitute here, Kate McGrath off here now to Murray, and that's a good block there from McGinley. Getting across, it looked like a foot block, I think, as well, Roisin, as she got across, but the referee says no.
It must be, I don't know what Gus has with these Terman women, but he mustn't see what we see up here. But yeah, it certainly looked a good block, a brilliant run, and it just goes to show the fresh legs there for Waterford.
That's a charging. I don't think we can disagree with that one.
No, certainly not.
She definitely put the shoulder into the Waterford gear, and that was definitely a free. There may be a grey area on some of the challenges for them, but that one was most certainly the shoulder from the Donegal girl into the Waterford gear. And the Donegal girl, not sure who it is down receiving treatment at the moment, Roisin.
It looks like Tara Hegarty there, just as she was trying to make that challenge on the way back. The feet seem to go from underneath her. I would say probably just the amount of running she has done today. She's covered a lot of yards.
She's
probably just feeling it now a wee bit.
So Waterford looking like they're going to make it back-to-back wins. And that was a late challenge there on Aoife Murray. Referee says to play on as Emma Murray does exactly that. A strong run from Emma Murray again. Dances past one, then the second challenge, but drops the ball at the vital stage. But manages to win it back again. And we've seen that so many times that Waterford have been so alert. If they have left the ball behind them, they're the quickest to react. And they're very, very confident in possession. And they're making Donegal chase shadows at the moment as they give the ball away back here to Megan Dunford, who's had a quiet afternoon because we haven't mentioned her too often, the full back for Waterford. But she's gone about her business and done what she had to do.
Certainly, she's put the shackles on Susie White in there and fall forward a couple of times. The ball did go in. She got the better of that battle in the 1v1, so she's had a good performance. She should be happy with that on the way home tonight.
The Murray sisters were just playing the ball among themselves there, which was Cora, Aoife and Emma.
Katie felt left out, she's joining in as well.
Katie come then to take the ball, and it's Katie in possession at the moment as she comes forward. Katie looks to get support, gets it from her sister Emma. Emma turns away from the challenge. There's 2 players down, 3 players down receiving, or 2 definitely down receiving treatment at the moment. One of them Donegal with a head injury. Referee lets play continue, which I'm surprised he hasn't stopped for that late challenge, because there was 2 players with head injuries down below us. But the referee happy to let play continue, and the linesman, I'm surprised, isn't getting on the little earpiece to Gus Chapman to call it to his attention, but he's letting play continue, and now he eventually stops it, which is a surprise. He didn't stop straight away for 2 head injuries.
Certainly not. It's normally the thing, like the sensible thing to do when there's a head injury, but I don't know. Both seem to be going around to themselves here now as well.
Yeah, Katie's back on her feet. Waterford make 2 changes. Lisa Whelan is in, and also number 25, which is Avia Motherway, is in as well to the Waterford side. Suzanne White that is receiving treatment here at the moment. Katie Murray is okay. And Gus Chapman making sure that Suzanne is okay, and she is okay. To continue, and Donegal are about to make a change as well. And number 29 is about to come in, which is Abigail Temple. Asoko is into the Donegal side.
Another young excellent player. I've seen her at minors and playing for McCool's in the junior team last year. She's an excellent wee player, and hopefully she'll I think this is her first run out from memory now for the last couple of games, but it'll be lovely now to see her put in a good performance the last couple of minutes.
Maxie, in fairness, is giving the younger ones a run out and trying to get them a little bit of experience, I suppose, trying to find a couple of players to filter in to the championship side when it comes down to the business end of the year. Although he would be looking to get something in the league, because at the moment it's not looking good for Donegal, and the referee moving this one forward, but it may come down to the last league game, Donegal and Mayo. But Mayo, with that big win yesterday, has put them in a good position.
It's disappointing from a Donegal perspective. We're now no longer really in control of our own fate at this point. As you say, it could come down, but you're depending on Mayo not winning any more games as well, and scoring difference obviously is a factor too in the relegation playoffs, so it'll be interesting to see how we go from here. Dublin and Cork, again, teams in previous years we've taken scalps off of, and I wouldn't put it past us to get those kind of wins, but Waterford certainly deserving of their win here today. They've been absolutely excellent throughout this match. They've been superb. They've came here and they've gone about their business very, very good indeed. Got the goals at important stages, 2 quick fire goals that Donegal never recovered from, and a chance here for Bridge McMaw. We've already 2.5 minutes of additional time played, so this, you may feel, could be the last action of this Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 1 encounter. And McMaw, who hit over a beautiful free not so long ago, actually was the last score, has a chance to pop over another one, and she does exactly that. Brilliant, and she's judged the wind really well here, because as we can see with them flagpoles over there, it's really strong, and I do know from being down in that patch down there, particularly for whatever reason, whether it's the stand or what, I don't know. It's very strong, but it's a lovely strike again. So Kiva Keown makes herself available again for the kick out, which she has done on numerous occasions. She makes that run forward, but again the pass wasn't the best, but the referee has spotted a foul. Kiva Keown can't hold her head high.
She's had a pretty good afternoon.
Certainly has. She's been an excellent addition there. I mean, her pace and her running has been brilliant, and it's been very helpful to Donegal when they're trying to break out of that back line all day today.
Waterford have really impressed me, I've got to say. I've heard good things about Waterford already in the league this year, and I've seen it now with my own two eyes. They're pretty impressive. And remember, they have a lot of players still to come back into their side as well from last year's championship side. Donegal beat them in last year's championship in the group stages by 2 points. And indeed their last National Football League clash, just 2 points separated them as well. Donegal winning that one. So this is a big win for Waterford. But Donegal will keep pressing and keep trying to get something towards the end of this one. Maybe get a goal out of it. We might have that opportunity, and it comes across and almost went into the far corner.
That was Cody Walsh just following that up. It just bounced away from her, unlucky. It was a lovely shot, and great build-up play from Shannon McGruddy as well, again cutting through the lines there. But as you say, Waterford they've been fantastic today, and particularly the Murray sisters as a collective have been brilliant. Breach McCaw inside, Anya O'Neill, Lauren McGregor, all fantastic, and it's nice to see the wee bit of grit coming into Waterford as well. That's a very poor foul there.
Nicole just straight into the back of the Waterford gear. The referee happy to let play continue. Almost 5 minutes of additional time played.
I suppose the head injury here, I think he's probably adding on.
But I don't think it's a game where we need that much injury time. 2-9 to 7 points in favour of Waterford. You've got that long journey, and there goes the full-time whistle. And that's a big 3 points for Waterford. They continue what has been a very impressive National Football League for them so far, and the players look very happy indeed. 4.5 hour journey up the road, I think some of them had. So to make that long journey up here to Letterkenny and to take the 3 points, I know I've been very impressed with this Waterford team, Roisin.
Oh, certainly, and I suppose as we discussed at the start of commentary here today, that this match, the Waterford have the quality players throughout the team. They can do damage. We've seen it in the Munster Championship. They've pulled off scalps here and there, and then probably just been that wee bit unlucky. And as I say, that grit that seems to be in them now this year, that they're pushing on and actually getting those wins, getting up and drawn with Cork and just falling behind and Kerry. It'll be a really interesting Munster Championship. That's all I can say. It'll be exciting to see what will happen,
because there's still a lot of players to come into that Waterford side that have kind of, I suppose, the same as Donegal. They're trying to breed and get a couple of games for the younger players to come in, but we've mentioned them already. The Murray sisters, Aoife and Emma in particular, look very, very impressive players. Kellyanne Hogan in the centre of the park. Although we didn't see that much of Lauren McGregor, she scored 5-3 already in the championship, so she did get a goal, but we didn't see that much of her this afternoon. But they have so many key players all over the park.
They do, certainly, and as I say, that'll stand here in the championship because you need those big players, and particularly now when they're moving so well, as we say, when they're transitioning, they move so quickly. I mean, you'd love to see them against Meath and that breaking that line, that defensive speed that you need to get in behind the Meath defence, because they've done it brilliantly here against Donegal today, who we know have a good defensive setup, although I know it's a lot of younger players and just getting used to that system, but still they've been utterly excellent and very good at getting back. But when you have a leader like Emma Murray and centre half back, making those long busting runs up and down the field, it's very easy to follow behind somebody like that when they're leading the charge.
Obviously for Donegal, it's bitter disappointment. Home games is what you aim for. You've had a home game against Meath. You conceded a disappointing goal, I suppose, at a vital stage. Today you conceded 2 goals. Probably Donegal will look back on 2 goals that they could have defended better for. In particular, the second one, they were probably slowest to react, but in fairness to Lauren McGregor, she was quickest to react to the loose ball. Apart from those goals, I suppose Waterford, maybe when they had that cushion, they eased off a little bit, but where did Donegal go from here? They're heading to Cork, they've Dublin, and then they've got Mayo. As you said, Mayo's victory yesterday has now left it out of Donegal's hands. They're depending on Mayo to slip up and then hopefully come to the last game.
Hopefully come into the last game. I mean, there's nothing to say that we couldn't. I mean, we've seen Kerry just completely run over the top of Dublin yesterday. I could say 11 points. It's a massive victory, and Kerry are flying high, as we know, at the top of the table. But it's a big challenge for Donegal to go and face those 2 teams now. 2 teams in Cork who we've had a long number of years between underage football and senior football, where they've had a bogey over it. It's hard when you're a young player coming into a team like that aren't getting wins. But it's massive experience as well, because you're getting the opportunity to show when you're learning, and hopefully when the time comes in championship, those two the bringing back in of the experience and the knowledge of the other players, that we can get them blended well together. Although you would like to see some of them heads certainly coming back into the setup in the next couple of weeks, particularly now when it's backs against the wall type stuff. You want to see one on there, Katie Hearn. You would hope to see
coming back into the fray, your own club mate Geraldine McLaughlin, of course Karen we saw along the line this afternoon. I don't know how close she is to coming back. We're not sure Yvonne McMonigal if she's still part and is going to commit again to another year, and then of course Niamh McLaughlin, who went through that shoulder injury, so she will probably towards maybe the end of the league. It's difficult to know if she'll be coming back for the National League or not, or will it be Championship. So there is players, those players, like, they will make a difference to Donegal, so it's not all doom and gloom for them, but
certainly not. I wouldn't say it's doom and gloom. As I say, it's just that, like, the results haven't gone Donegal's way. They've been thereabouts now. To be fair, today Waterford have completely deserving of their victory, as I say, but there's been bright sparks. I mean, you look at Amy Boyle-Carr, how she's stepped up now and started to become a real leader within the team in terms of driving forward. You have Katie Dowd, was fantastic, although I know she faded away there towards the second half, but I would say it's more so for the running the legs into the ground. Kiva, as we said, in the corner back, she was utterly fantastic as well. So, there's green shoots there, and as I say, if we can get them blended together come Championship, they certainly will be a fighting unit, and we'll look forward to another exciting season with them.
Yep, well, time will tell, but for Waterford, definitely they're looking up and looking at a bright future and a bright season ahead of them. They've recorded another victory, their second of the Lidl Ladies National Football League. To Roisin Frey, thank you very much for joining me. To Kieran on camera, and Mackie AV, of course, and Nevin back at base, thank you very much. And to the LGFA, hopefully you enjoyed it wherever you are. I'm sure you did. If you're from the Dacia or from Waterford and didn't make the journey up here, your girls have got another very valuable 3 points. It's 2 wins and a draw and 1 defeat for Waterford. For Donegal, it's 4 defeats. From myself, Alan Gunn, and from Roisin, it's goodbye from O'Donnell Park.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.